Mallory McMorrow wants you to call your representatives to keep the money going to Ukraine. She's upset that Trump may try to negotiate peace and scale back U.S. spending in Ukraine. As of August 31, 2024, the UN Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine had documented at least 11,743 civilians killed and 24,614 wounded in Ukraine since the start. UN and Ukrainian officials say the actual figures are probably much higher, given the difficulty in verifying deaths and injuries, especially in areas such as the devastated port city of Mariupol that are now in Russian hands. Ukrainian prosecutors said 589 Ukrainian children had been killed by November 14, 2024. Western countries believe Russia has suffered far worse casualties than Ukraine, sometimes losing more than 1,000 soldiers killed per day during periods of intense fighting in the east.
It's a generational impact on Russia, and yes, it's helped U.S. businesses.
Yes.
I mean, that is just an unbelievable piece of video in so many ways. First of all, this is a generational impact on Russia. It's a generational impact on Ukraine. This has destroyed the future of Ukraine. Right. Look how many men of childbearing age.
They wiped out a generation of men.
Well, men don't bear children, but you know what I mean. Men of prime reproductive age have been wiped out.
If anyone should know how that whole process works, it should be you, Keith.
Exactly, yes. I'm an expert in that realm. And, yeah, I mean, this has caused generational damage to Ukraine. And how unfeeling, how sociopathic you must be to say this is a good investment. It's good for U.S. businesses. Now, Chris Hedges wrote about this in America the Farewell Tour, about how the weapons manufacturing base is one of the last remaining manufacturing bases in the U.S. And people have talked like this. I mean, now they have been more open about how, yeah, no, this is a great deal for American workers because it's a great deal for American defense contractors. Now, he refers to $40 billion going out the door per year as being just the check to American defense contractors. But of course, he's not telling you the whole story, because obviously we have not only bolstered Ukraine by writing checks to our defense contractors, but we have provided, as of this graphic here, $57.4 billion in non-defense aid to Ukraine, including $1.7 billion in aid to pay Ukraine's healthcare workers, $3.9 billion in direct budget support, $15 million here for mental health and psychological support services. You might remember this piece. This got a lot of play when it came out. This is an old 60 Minutes report from last year. In Ukraine, U.S. tax dollars are funding more than just military aid, including this. The U.S. government is subsidizing small businesses in Ukraine, including Tatiana Abramova's knitwear company, to keep them afloat. So it's not even
tax dollars at work, folks.
Right.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro is getting slammed for recently visiting a military facility in Scranton with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Shapiro caught a lot of flack for signing an artillery shell after the visit. He posted this moment on X, captioning, quote, "We must all do our part in the fight for freedom, from the workers in Scranton who make Pennsylvania the arsenal of democracy to the brave Ukrainian soldiers protecting their country. We stand with Ukraine in their just defense of their homeland in the face of Russian aggression."
GOP Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene blasted Shapiro, posting on X, quote, "I am 100% against this, and so are most Americans. The U.S. is funding the Ukraine government at $1 billion per month to keep it running and funding most of the war by providing weapons, ammo, and equipment. The U.S. should be negotiating peace, not fueling war." Managing editor of the left-leaning outlet The Gray Zone posted, quote, "When did all our politicians start treating weapons of war like sports memorabilia? Why do they find killing people so amusing?" Greg Price, a frequent critic of the administration, took aim at Zelensky, posting, quote, "Zelensky is now touring ammunition factories in Pennsylvania and attacking President Trump and J.D. Vance in American media outlets."
Nearly $200 billion has gone to Ukraine. Imagine how that could be used. Imagine how the state of Michigan could use that money.